Wars fans! Welcome to another Hasbro Pulse Star Wars fan stream. We're here for a special reason today, if you can't tell by what's on behind us, to celebrate the Star Wars Imperial March. As we just saw, we had some reveals that happened just last week, so we're here to talk about products inspired by the galaxy's most infamous villains. And this live stream is to do just that. You have a lot of us here.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
Legion.
We all wanted to be here to talk about it, so we're just going to do a quick round of intros. My name is Jing. I work on the marketing side for Star Wars.
I'm Chris. I'm on design.
I'm Priya. I'm on marketing.
I'm Emily on design.
And I'm Eric, also on design.
So before we even get started with the new reveals, let's quickly recap the few items that we've revealed so far in March on the March 13th kickoff. So first up, we revealed a Black Series Jedi Fallen Order 3-pack. It is such a cool pack in our Black Series collection. Cool. Comes with 3 figures. Cal Kestis in his Inquisitor outfit, a second sister Inquisitor, and a Purge Trooper as well, and each come with their own unique weapons. So it's a perfectly dark pack to start this live stream off with.
Right. Next up, moving on to vintage, fans can add the Night Troopers to the collection now with Captain Enoch and Thrawn's troopers there. So really incredible details on those figures, the gold stuff all over that. Just perfect little pieces. So yeah.
It's just one of the most shocking troopers that we've seen in quite a while. It's just really cool to look at with some incredibly unique details.
And I think my favorite part was how our photography team caught those like zombie poses for our reveal photography. Just came together great.
Yeah, the team does such a great job on that, just really kind of capturing what people can do with the figures. All right, next up, we also revealed some quick updates in the main line with a classic Star Wars A New Hope Stormtrooper for everybody. This was previously a retail exclusive figure, but now even more available for fans in mainline. So that great Stormtrooper on the classic card. This is VC 231.
And finally, a classic Darth Vader from Star Wars A New Hope. This one is the first time that we've had that fully updated Darth Vader figure sculpt on this New Hope card back, which is so classic for us, and we were really excited to be able to deliver that iconic figure. And he's featuring details like his robe going over the shoulder armor, just perfect for that movie. With the New Hope Stormtrooper and Darth Vader, what could be more fun than putting them together in a diorama shot?
Yes, let's take a look at those diorama shots. We love to show how it all comes together in our own collections. So a few extra shots here that you have not seen in the reveal photography, just to showcase how we like to play with the figures a little bit. And shout out to Matt in our photo studio for bringing these figures to life in the themed photo shoot. It was so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like we said, like those guys do such a great job of realizing what these figures can do for everybody. So.
And this is the perfect transition. Those are all recaps, but this is the perfect transition to our next item. So let's get right into today's reveals, starting with vintage. So let's do something special for today's reveal, for today's first reveal. I mean, after all, given that we are here today to talk about the more sinister side of the Force, there are lots of villains that are coming to your collections, obviously, for obvious reasons. So our first reveals are heroes that are fighting the Imperial threat with us. Help us, fans. Your only hope. That's right. Our first reveal today is Princess Leia from Star Wars A New Hope.
That's right, and our whole team was so thrilled to bring our princess to life in this New Hope costume for the vintage collection. This is, just an achievement figure for us. So one of the areas that we worked the hardest on was to ensure that we were matching that actress portrait. And honestly, I really think this is like the best portrait we've done for her in this scale so far.
It looks
Not to oversell it, but I think it looks really good. So for her outfit, we did debate back and forth, like should it be soft goods or plastic for the skirt? In the end, just for aesthetics, we felt like the plastic kind of created those thin wrinkles down her skirt and just looked right for the costume. So she comes with her hood in 2 poses. You can see here, she's got the hood that is up and over her hair buns. And then as well, if you could spin it around, this is a plug-in one where it's hanging down her back.
If you see the back of the figure.
That's right. Yeah. And for her blaster pistol, that's a really thin barrel. So we did try a new plastic that's just ensuring that it's really firm and it's not gonna bend on you. So we're so excited to bring this princess to the vintage collection.
It looks amazing, Emily and team. That was like really chef's kiss. It's beautiful. So for the packaging, we wanted to be nostalgic and stick true to the original releases. So we used the original Kenner film mounts for Leia, of course, and this is VC number 316. As you might have seen in the diorama we just showed, I mean, we leaked ourselves, we're really revealing one more figure to tie to the scene. Of course, we couldn't complete this without also bringing back R2-D2.
That's right. She needs someone to pass those Death Star plans to defeat the Imperial threat with. So this is a refresh of VC-149, but with a variant deco, removing the heavy weathering. And that's just because we really wanted to see that clean R2-D2 on that classic New Hope card back for that collection. So both Leia and R2-D2 are mainline items in the US and Canada, including Hasbro Pulse and Fan Channel in Amazon and Europe, Fan Channel in Asia and Pacific. And everything we share today will be the same pre-order details. So that's up for pre-order starting tomorrow, March 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and available the summer of 2024.
You are having too much fun with this spinning thing.
Yeah. I don't have one of these at home.
Because you're an R2 addict.
I know. I want to look at all the sides of him. He's a great.
Yeah.
I think you do have an R2 at home.
He does. So thank you, Emily, for saying all of that. That was quite a mouthful. I did want to quickly note that our distribution hasn't really changed, but we've heard from fans that they want more specifics on where all of our products are showing up in their specific locations. So we're trying to provide a bit more detail to you here, but let us know if this isn't helpful.
Yeah, we're hopefully throwing all that info up on the screen for you guys too. We are most certainly going to stumble through it a few times as we say it, but we're going to try and get it out both ways for you.
And now back to more reveals. So Leia and R2 are the perfect balance for what else is to come, because we are going to need all the help that we can get. So help us out once again, fans, and get ready for this next set of reveals. So our first reveal is a villain who has taken over the Holopucks, revealing Darth Maul in the Holocom collection. So it's keeping in line with the previous Holocom figures, except this time we're coming at you with a villain. And it really didn't make sense to have a bounty, so as you can see, we swapped out the Orbesh with propaganda instead.
What does it say?
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah, so basically we swapped out that propaganda, and the Arabesh translates to await the dawn, because it just didn't make sense for Darth Maul to have like bounty on him. So which was a phrase used by many members of the criminal syndicate, the Crimson Dawn.
Yeah, I'm excited that we got to switch it up a little bit for this one, but otherwise it's the same clear material execution as our previous Holocom figures. And this Maul specifically is in his Season 7 outfit from Clone Wars. As for packaging, it's going to be similar to last year's Holocom collection. It's our extra wide deluxe size to accommodate that lighted puck as well, and still has that great light up render on the pack as well. And the illustration on the side panel has that really nice sculpture emboss effect. I mean, we've all seen it. It looks incredible. So this small Holocom figure is a Target exclusive in the US, Toys R Us in Canada, Fan Channel including Pulse in Europe and Asia, and EB Games/Zing exclusive in Pacific. It'll be up for pre-order starting tomorrow, March 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, available fall of 24.
We all have to take a giant breath when we,
So you got through yours.
Yeah.
Good luck on the rest of us.
we just want to give a little bit more detail. So we'll see how you guys like it.
Well,
but yeah,
I
that's
do like,
why.
I'm putting this away, but I do like the fact that we've got the two different lighting effects on the top. So we've got kind of that more, it's tough to see here, but we've got a more modern kind of pulsing and then kind of classic twittering of hologram effects. So that's still pretty.
Yeah, and it's the same as the previous
thing,
ones we've done. And it's a really like nice, subtle premium effect where we have the classic kind of more flickery, random
give you
one.
options for how you display them.
Exactly, and then
use
there's more
those
modern one where it kind of spins around.
Circles around.
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so moving on to our next set of reveals. As some of you might have seen, the trailer for the next Star Wars live action series, Acolyte, just dropped. That was so awesome to see. We can't wait to see the show. The trailer looks incredibly thrilling, but what's also perfect about Acolyte is that it kind of explores the dark side of the Force. I mean, we're here doing that today. And this entertainment is perfect for today's reveals. I mean, while I think what we're going to show you isn't necessarily straight into the dark side of the Force,
It's just
it's
perfect
part
for
of
today.
that whole story and
that
part
is
of
for the theme of
the
today.
theming.
Yeah.
So the first Acolyte reveal for today is Jedi Master Soul.
So he is a brand new figure. He is completely newly sculpted from the ground up. He comes with a unique lightsaber with a blue blade. He also has the soft goods robes that can be taken on and off of him. He does have a
In case
bit
there's
of-
any question.
in case we wanted to make sure that wasn't sculpted detail. And one of the things I like about this one, especially with it being from the kind of end of the High Republic, they have slightly different outfit, and especially in the armor on their gauntlets. You can kind of see that here as well. So basically, these guys look a little bit more medieval. They have a little bit more of that kind of silver armor on the gauntlets and arms, which kind of gives them a little bit more of a unique look and a little bit more of a saturated outfit, which really works well for this guy. Really helps him differentiate while still feeling like a Jedi. So, which you can see, so you can see that all on his hands and everything, in some of the images that we have as well. Here he is in the Acolyte lineup, so it's a really great image of the character on that side mural, and just an amazing visual. Marie on our team has done a great job. I really love the mural collection, and just being able to showcase
Show
all that
those
for
all
him.
together, building that bigger story on your shelf. Yeah.
So that was only one though. So
Yeah,
like that's
exactly.
the first one.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it for us.
Right, it's a
Come
mural
on.
collection of one right now.
Yeah, so far. Great one figure mural.
Yeah,
One of one. It'll be
do
great.
want to say it's the first time that we're seeing this specific color, though, guys.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Right.
you know that's
Yeah, very good,
exciting.
yeah.
Specifically inspired, from the show itself, that Acolyte logo. So that exciting
orange
red,
red,
yeah.
Yeah, and one last thing, everybody take a close look at the belt. That is a brown belt on this character.
Yes.
Keep that in mind.
So, moving on to our next reveal, following is Padawan Jekylon.
There we go. Not a brown belt.
Yes.
So that's what you
Yeah.
mean. I was like,
It's one of those details that I've loved about the show is that
Yeah.
introducing those sort of things. To,
The-
so
the
that's
little
how we know you're a
differentiating
designer,
details.
though, because
Yeah.
the designer's like, do you see that color on that belt? It is brown.
Yeah, they wanted to make sure that we knew that she was a Padawan as opposed to some of the other characters. And this one, again, fully newly sculpted from the ground up, and a really cool alien species Jedi. She comes with another unique lightsaber. This time she has a green blade. Comes with soft goods Jedi robes as well, just like the other one. That is removable. And just some really cool tampo details on the side of the head, getting some of that like kind of leopard spotting effects on the side of her head.
yeah. I just realized you probably can't see her belt, but look at that. See? Different color belt.
Yep. There we go.
I guess
Different
you
color-
like butt
different color.
belts.
Well, I just think it's a fun detail. All right.
And then if we, take a look at the packaging here, really love her pose on that side art. She has a lot of character, really, true to her spirit as a Padawan. But our next reveal is Jedi Knight Yord Fandar. So he's another cool-looking Jedi figure to add to this lineup. And he comes with a very unique lightsaber. It's actually yellow this time.
This show has really given us a lot of like unique sabers. I like the fact that each one of these comes with a different color saber. So that was it was fun to work on these just because like everyone looks super different.
Right, so much newness and excitement to be able to try unique things. So really excited for all of these. As you can see, he also comes with a soft goods Jedi robe, this time off.
Yeah, just so that Chris doesn't play too much. Just kidding.
And I will say, one thing that I actually love about all of these, three figures that we've seen is that they really feel like they're part of the same Jedi Order. Like, they are part of it all together.
Yeah, there are subtleties in all their costumes. Belts.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff going on there to kind of tell a homogenous
Right.
story. And
It sounds like
fun
we need
moments.
team belts.
Apparently, it's become a thing. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, just similar color palettes all the way, from the tunics to the soft goods robes. So it's exciting to see.
And then moving on to the packaging, this is just a really cool image of him showing that really serious expression on that side panel. Just, again, artwork has all been phenomenal on these.
Agreed. So moving on, our next Black Series Acolyte reveal for today is Jedi Master Indara. So she is also another brand new figure with the latest articulation, as you can see here. She has a green-bladed lightsaber and once again, soft goods robe that can come on and off on this time. Her tunic is slightly different than the others, as you can see. It's a little bit more white and more familiar to what we're used to seeing. So just a great looking figure altogether. I mean, her face portrait looks amazing as well.
Yeah, I mean, really, I think this actress, especially, everybody is really going to be paying attention there. So nailing that portrait, the team did such a great job.
the
Yeah,
inkjet
as
was
always.
incredible.
Yeah, the subtleties of all that stuff play great here.
Yeah. And again, another look at, the packaging as well. Another great expression, on the side of the box with her weapon in hand. So all in all, just really amazing.
And our final reveal for Acolyte in the Black Series scale is May the Assassin. So she is another brand new figure. She has a different weapon this time. She has 4 throwing knives. She has 2 in her hands, and she can store all 4. She has a pouch on her thigh that you can store all 4 of them in. Right now she just has 2 in her hand. The other 2 are in that pouch. So she also comes with a removable face mask, so you can get the portrait underneath. So this one, we are showing her without it on, because, in order to get that on, you have to remove the head and put it on. So we didn't want to go through that for the sake of the live stream. And she also, like all the other ones, has a purple robes. These are a little bit more tattered. And so it gives her a bit of a different look and some just really cool, unique details across the entire outfit. She has chainmail on her skirt and on her arms with a dry brush over top of that to really accentuate that sculpted detail. She has a metal plate on her chest for protection. Again, just giving her a little bit more of that medieval look that we haven't seen too much in Star Wars. So really excited to get this very different looking character into the line. And yeah, so this is a quick look at the packaging as well.
Yeah, the team really made sure to get all her costume detail in there, so it came out looking great. In fact, we just revealed a bunch of them, 5 of them. So why don't you bring out the mural of that? And by the way, I'm so excited to watch this. The trailer looked amazing. I have such high hopes. I'm so excited about this. So can't wait to watch this. So here's a look at the mural. You might notice that all of these Acolyte figures are in that new packaging structure for Hasbro 6-inch figures. For Star Wars, as you can tell, we still have that same collection color band that wraps around the back, and now we've lowered it a bit so you can see more of the product. The structure is consistent with other brands, which means it's squared off and no longer has that slant on the side. Also, you can barely see me over this.
I was going to say,
It's fine, it's cool.
Is it okay, Jamie? Can you see?
It's beautiful. No, the focus needs to be on the packaging. Let it be. We still have that amazing graphics on the back and side panels on as well. So it just means that you can continue that lineup in your existing collection. So we definitely wanted to make sure that's still true. One thing we added is the graphic insert. So now you see a hint of the illustration background and matching collection color behind the product as well, instead of just gray. So
yeah, it's a nice way to play up the inside that we haven't been doing. So
yeah, let's see if we can do this one really quick. You can see a little bit of it if you zoom in. Just the color is a little different now instead of just gray. Okay, so all 5 of these Black Series Acolyte figures are mainline figures in US and Canada, fan channel on Amazon, including Hasbro Pulse in Europe, fan channel in Asia and Pacific, for pre-order starting tomorrow, March 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, available fall of 2024. All right.
I haven't had to get through one of those yet. I'm getting nervous. Okay.
It's coming. All right. Moving on, we had a great classic figure that at the start of this live stream for vintage. We also want to share some news for the vintage fans for Acolyte as well. So our first reveal for Acolyte is the mysterious assassin, May.
Look at that.
That's right. So as you saw her in the Black Series, here she comes to the vintage collection, and May has that very stealthy costume look. So she comes with that soft goods cloak to put up over her head. She also, underneath her robe, has all that amazing costume detail. She has that sort of chainmail across her skirt and across her arms. She's super cool. And again, that sort of like almost wooden looking armor on the chest plate just gives her a really different look than the Jedi in the show. So yeah, she comes with her 2 daggers and as well, just sort of awesome throwing weapons that are kind of different for her, and a brand new card back to match entertainment. So this is a great image of her on the package front here. Again, just super mysterious, and we can't wait to see more.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's like time for lightsabers again.
It's such a different era to explore in Star Wars that we haven't seen visualized yet. And
a whole new cast of characters that we've never seen before and everything. So it's just fun to be able to have something this unique.
Yeah, learning a new set of people, like you said, new characters is great. Yeah.
And next up, we have another key character from that show. So we are revealing Jedi Master Soul. So this is another really good one from this content. So again, he's got his robe, his Jedi robe around him. He has that sort of yellowy sort of costume detail that all of them have in that sort of collection of Jedi. He comes with his lit lightsaber, his unlit lightsaber hilt, his accessories, and like Eric said, he has that amazing like armored forearm detail in his costume. Just can't wait to see what he gets up to.
Yeah, it's just fun seeing all those different colors of lightsabers showing up again. I mean, we said it before with Black Series, but seeing that come through all these characters, yeah.
For sure. So as for packaging, this one is a great character image of him sort of looking out on the front of the package. So really cool actor. And both of these vintage collection Acolyte figures are mainline figures in the US and Canada. Fan channel in Amazon, including Hasbro Pulse in Europe. Fan channel in Asia and Pacific. And these are up for pre-order starting tomorrow, March 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Available fall of 2024. And that's it for vintage reveals for today, but stay tuned. We have some really exciting pipelines coming.
You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
Really exciting
Yeah, the pipelines are worth the wait, yes.
Hang tight. So we have one final product reveal for today, and it is a big one. So we can't talk about the Empire without bringing in a premium roleplay item, of course. So to really immerse ourselves here, we are going to be revealing a helmet today. This was introduced to us in the latest season of Mandalorian, the Moff Gideon premium roleplay helmet. Woo!
There we go.
We should do all reveals like that from now on.
Yes, all helmets on Chris.
Yeah.
Love it. It's
Yes.
such a cool looking helmet. I mean,
Yeah, just a really fun helmet here. And I love that we've been able to see this come to life in live action. The details kind of referencing back to the Beskar origins and the horn shapes on the top of the helmet. Just really fun to see another clean, bright, like dark bad guy helmet show up. This is an early prototype, but I think it's probably too bright in here, but there's a little switch to turn on. The front visor on the front here will light up when you want it to. So you can kind of get that Sith vision look. So you're staring through lit up red. That's
like underlit red.
Yeah, blowing up on the side. That's where you put the batteries.
It's an early model. Be careful.
That's where it's supposed to come off. So you put batteries in there. But then inside here, I'll give a quick look here on the inside too. You can see some of those lights kind of shining inside there. We've got those welcome lights, inspection lights, kind of like what we did on the Mandalorian's helmet. You can see soft red padding up in there. That's that squishy material. But then the full detailed out interior. And Lee, our designer, did such a great job working with Todd and the team on this thing to really kind of visualize those parts that you don't get to see in entertainment.
Yeah, just overall a very cool looking helmet with all the horns and everything. And perfect for today's live stream. Yeah.
Was that Chris, or was that a clone of Chris?
2 eyes in that
Can
name,
we please
yes.
clone Chris?
Actually,
10
we can
times
use more
anyways?
designers.
As for packaging, we have that Mandalorian color band with some great looking illustrations and product renders on there too.
Yeah, kind of that standard Black Series premium roleplay helmet packaging. But yeah, team, again, like it's always worth noting the full team on these things. Like this is never a one-person thing. And like I said, like Lee did a lot of work on this helmet, but there's Todd, there's electrical engineering people, Steve. Like packaging is Marie and a whole team of people working on this stuff. So it's really great to see all that come together.
Yep.
So, all right, so I guess this is my turn, right? So the Moff Gideon Premium Roleplay Helmet is available at Fan Channel and Amazon in the US and Europe, including Hasbro Pulse, mainline in Canada, and Fan Channel in Asia and Pacific. So the same thing for pre-order here. We'll be going up for pre-order starting tomorrow, March 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time and available spring of 2025. So that's it for reveals for today, but stay tuned as we do have some more Imperial reveals coming later.
At a future date.
All right, and before we close out with pipelines, we did want to share one more small update with you fans. We know that we have Jabba's throne room coming to our collections. So we wanted to share it live here as we see it in our hands. So for the main outer package, we've got this awesome Dio photo shoot from our photo team, and they really brought in all of those original characters, just like the original Kenner photo shoot. You've got the Kenner world with all of your side characters here, super nostalgic. And we usually actually mirror the front to the back image, but this time we were having too much fun. So we did a back image where this set was brought together with the throne room playset previously released, just for that entire image of the full room, which we thought was so fun to shoot.
Yeah.
So separately
Bib Fortuna's
included.
throne room
Yeah.
from Book of Boba
Yeah,
Fett. Yeah.
And that was always part of what we had planned for this thing. I mean, it's how we revealed this at San Diego. And yeah, just it lets you visualize different parts of the universe however you want. It's cool.
For sure.
And I do love the front of pack here on this thing.
I do
I've
too.
got an original box from Kenner sitting on my desk.
The
And
gradient.
this is, just looking at this next to that has been a lot of fun.
All right, and next up, we'll take a quick look at the 2 included card backs. So we have 8D8. Yep, and we have as well our tiniest little card back friend.
So cute.
Salacious B. Crumb on his mini card.
I like how you to include his middle initial in there. It's really important. It's
His
Salacious.
full formal name for the puppet,
B.
please.
Well, you don't
Yeah.
want to be confused with Salacious A. Crumb.
Salacious A. Crumb is a totally different crumb.
Yeah.
So yeah, we love to share these card backs. They're super fun for this collection item.
Yeah.
All right. And even though this is a full new tool for Salacious, knowing that this was a previously pretty hard to get item and that it was a hole in people's collections, we did keep the original VC number, but we did add an A so that fans will always know that this is the updated release and not the original. Hopefully for some, this will help you fill that hole in your collection. So Salacious is VC66A here. Kind of a one-off for us, but one because we just know how tough that previous one is to get.
I know, I want that just for how cute this Salacious.
I know I can't even take it off the table without Jen grabbing it from me.
Yeah, did you see
I squeal. I'm gonna squeal every time.
We're going to lock these models up.
This is so cute. This is like for scale purposes. It's going home with me. Oh my gosh. All right, sorry.
Put it next to Eric. It'll look smaller.
Yeah, exactly. Here, I'll present it. Yeah, it'll be great. Yeah, we'll present it over here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Where
Can you
did that
put
card go?
He's a little tiny guy.
Actually, can you put it like close to your hand? I want to see how big it is.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So adorable.
All right. So let's close out the day with some pipelines, starting with Black Series. So we're going to start today with Andor, since it was one of our favorites. So we're pipelining Dedra. And then moving on to new entertainment, this was such a cool trooper we saw in the latest season of Mandalorian, Imperial Armored Commando. Same vein, moving on to a few figures seen in Ahsoka this time, starting with Ahsoka herself in her white outfit.
And our next pack, also seen in the Ahsoka live action series, pipelining Captain Enoch and the Night Trooper 2-pack. This will be a Walmart exclusive. And one more pipeline for Black Series, also a multi-pack. This is continuing the Disney Clones of the Republic program. This is Yoda and his council chair, with a clone commander Gree inspired from the comics. And just an FYI, these are both going to be realistic interpretations of those characters. So we were just using...
More to come.
Yeah.
More to come.
More to come.
All right, and moving on to vintage, starting with single figures, we have 2 to share with you today. The first up is from a popular video game, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and so we are pipelining the Jetpack Trooper. Next up is an Imperial strategist, the main villain from the Ahsoka series. We have Grand Admiral Thrawn in live action. And following that, we have a few multi-packs to share with you today as well. The first up is a troop builder of a 4-pack of Grunt X-Wing pilots. And moving on to Mandalorian entertainment, world building is more than just vehicles.
Way more, yeah.
So we are pipelining the Blurg and Mandalorian.
Finally.
And finally, it's so fun. And as seen as well in season 1 of the show, so it's that season 1, episode 1 amazing moment and an awesome creature pack. And one more, and this is a playset this time, also seen in The Mandalorian. It's Moff Gideon's Imperial Light Cruiser Hallway. So we've always wanted to do some Imperial hallways.
Great Imperial hallway, yeah.
With a troop building Mandalorian privateer figure.
Those are great. How do I follow that up?
I know one way.
We do have one final piece of news for you today, a special pipeline, and one that I'm sure many of us has been waiting for. Moment. Let's just have it. Cue drum roll. I know fans want to get a heads up when our next Star Wars HasLab is coming. So we're here to tell you that it is not far off. So get ready. Our next Star Wars HasLab is coming to you the week of May the 4th. We've been working extremely hard on it, and we are very, 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 very excited to share more with you in May. So
In
not
May.
right now.
In May. But it's a great thing for May the 4th, right?
I mean, it's the perfect time to talk HasLab for obvious reasons. What's more, I mentioned earlier that we have one big piece of vintage news left, so letting fans know that this HasLab will be in the vintage collection. So we can't wait to tell you more. Get ready, stay tuned, come back to us in about 2 months.
Yeah. You guys are going to love it, I promise.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about HasLab, we also did want to give you a quick update on the Ghost HasLab as well. So you're seeing here some images. Since the campaign funded, the team has been hard at work getting the ship ready, including shooting images for the packaging. You're seeing a lot of that great stuff here. The packaging is not ready to share just yet, but you're getting a sneak peek behind the curtains at some of the process of doing that. You can see all of the great diorama build going on, and some of the images you might see show up on packaging. So which ones of those, we'll leave that for a later date. But it was just such a fun photo shoot. And you see, just in these photos with the figures and the ship coming together, you see how much fun we have playing with the stuff and kind of visualizing
Just
that.
behind the scenes,
yeah.
giving you a little taste of what's to come. And it's just great to work with such an amazing ship. Some of those shots are impressive.
Yeah, well, that thing being so big, it's
Yeah.
easy to get scale shots with figures in there. So,
Yeah, we can't wait for all of you to get your hands on it. I think that one will be so cool.
yep.
So final thing before we end today, as you might have heard, Hasbro is traveling to WonderCon this year.
And our wonderful Priya will be on the panel representing Star Wars.
Too nice. So on Saturday, March 30th from 3 to 4 p.m. Pacific time. So for those of you that are joining WonderCon, please stop by the panel to watch Star Wars and all of the other action brands share some really exciting news. I'd love to see you there.
Definitely cheer on Priya. We're so excited.
Yeah, share your photos and make the rest of us jealous for not being there.
Yeah. So that's all for today. Again, thank you guys so much for spending time with us. We always appreciate it. But yeah, may the 4th be with you.
See y'all next time.
Yeah.